Gamers and gamettes, what is going on? My name is Tanek127 and welcome back to another 3on3 Freestyle video. Wow, it's been nearly a year since I've made a 3on3 Freestyle video. And I still do get questions on my old 3on3 Freestyle videos from time to time, so I figured I would bring them back, just occasionally and stuff like that. For those who don't know what 3on3 Freestyle is and why I play it, in short, it is a basketball MMO. Now, a lot of people who play this game regularly are going to jump in the comments section immediately and say, no, this is not a basketball MMO. It's more so of a online competitive basketball RPG. But trust me, the MMO part will literally kick in a few days. I'm not going to spoil the surprise, but go ahead, think I'm wrong until the update gets here. Because I'm not going to spoil it for anybody, but I'll leave the trailer in the description below if anyone doubts what I'm saying. But anyway, guys, what I wanted to do today was give you guys a little beginner's guide and tips and tutorial for just for those starting out on this game. Now, big disclaimer, I am by no means a professional at freestyle basketball games. I just personally enjoy this one because I'm a fan of these, MMO style wacky sports games like this. I played a lot of NBA Street as a kid and Hot Shots Golf and stuff like that. So if you guys want really in-depth, skilled, hardcore players, I'll recommend two content creators to you, Bless the Gamer and Mike Titan. I will leave descriptions to their channels down in the description below, especially Mike Titan. He plays 3on3 and Freestyle 2 regularly. The man is honestly a beast. So, yeah, but anyway, let's get into it. So like I said, 3on3 Freestyle is basically a basketball MMO. You don't make custom characters per se, but you do have plenty of characters you can choose from. They all range from different positions. You guys know, if you're familiar with basketball, you know positions point guard, shooting guard, power forward, small forward, center. You guys get the drill. And there's all a bunch of basic characters who you start with a few, and then there's also a bunch that you can grind using the in-game currency. There's two different in-game currencies. One's called credits, the other's called points. Both of these currencies can be earned in-game. However, points can be purchased with real cash. Don't worry, the game's not really pay to win or anything. There are some DLC characters that strictly require points. However, they're just, they're special characters. Everyone has something special, unique about them. Any character can beat anyone in this game, depending on your play style. So if you see somebody, who just bought, let's say, the Professor or something like that, don't get intimidated just because it's a DLC character. If they're not good with the Professor, you're gonna bust their ass. Plain and simple. But anyway, the first thing you want to do is, I'm going to recommend for starters, people who are just starting out, don't stick to just one character. I'm going to recommend you learn to play at least two positions. Me personally, I play small forward, power forward, and I can play shooting guard. That's what I do. My main characters are Murdoch, Joey, William, and Kim. Those are personally the ones I play. William and Joey are small forwards. Murdoch is a power forward, and Kim is a shooting guard. Those are the positions I specialize in. I'm not the greatest, but that's what you do. Now, 3on3, it has a bunch of game modes and stuff like that. You have West Town, which is the main bread and butter. It's 3on3 mode, 3 real people versus 3 real people. Every day before I start playing, what I do is I always go to Rico Valley and do a 1v1 warm-up. What it is it's you and one other person versing each other, but your teammates are bots. It's a really good way to warm up before you just jump into 3on3 matches and stuff like that. So I always do that before I start trying to grind 3on3 matches. Now 3on3 is going to give you a lot more credits. You're going to earn a lot more XP and stuff like that grinding the 3on3 matches, but always warm up with 1v1s. That's just that's my personal opinion. You have jobs which you can do for your specific characters. You make sure you always send the characters that you're not using. That's what I personally do. I send the ones that I don't use on the jobs. This just earns you extra credits, balls, stuff like that, all kinds of goodies you can use in the game to help buff your character and everything. But let's go ahead over here and take a look at the shop. Now, there's all kinds of items you can buy, guys. Like I said, all the currency in this game is earnable in-game. You can buy it as well, but it's really easy to do in game. You have skill training balls. These help you work on specific stats with your characters. You have the XP drinks. These are basically how you level your characters up. Manuals are used for prestiging. What prestiging is basically just a every character has a level cap of 10. Every time you hit level 10, your character can do what's called a prestige, where he'll gain stats through the levels 1 through 10, but once he prestiges, he's going to lose a point of each stat to become a higher tier. But once you can start that 1 through 10 over, and as a prestige 1, kind of like the prestiging on how Call of Duty works, except in here the prestiging actually counts for something besides a symbol. Like if you see a high prestige character, that means they have some pretty decent stats on them. So for example, I'll show you guys here. You guys see how my Murdoch has 2 stars on him. He's a prestige 2 level 1 Murdoch. My Joey is also prestige 2 level 1. My Williams prestige 2 level 1. My Kim's prestige 2 level 1. I know that's kind of low for a lot of people, especially if you've been playing 3on3 for a while. Mine are simply because, number one, I started a new PlayStation ID. As you guys, if you've been around my channel for a while, you know that. For those who don't know, yeah, and I try to keep my characters balanced, so I prestige them all one at a time. But basically, as you're leveling with XP drinks, you're going to need manuals and special items and stuff like that. The cool thing is, whenever you come over to a character to level them, it's always going to tell you what you need to level up that specific character. Like if you want to come over here and level them, you can use XP drinks to get this amount of XP. There's the stats right there on the right that shows you what you're going to gain as you level up and stuff like that. And then when you're ready to prestige, they're also going to tell you what you need for that next prestige. So I know I need 3 more beginner's manuals. I have 4 out of 7 in there. I need 1 more intermediate, 4 power forwards, and it's also going to show you a special reward move that you're also going to get as well. And basically all these beginner's manuals, the XP drinks, all that stuff, guys, are bought with the basic credit currency. They're all here in the item shop, as you guys can see. The large XP drinks, medium XP drinks, small ones, the manuals, everything is grinded and purchased in the game. However, you can purchase points, to earn yourself some more credits and stuff like that. Like I said, you really don't need to, because you can even grind the points in the game by doing special quests and side things and playing through the characters' storylines and stuff like that. But it's really, really easy. Now, another thing people are going to say is they recommend you get into a crew right away. Well, here's my thing with crews. A lot of times, especially when you go into PlayStation communities, you guys are going to notice that crews have very, very strict requirements. Because, a lot of people like good players, because a lot of people that play in crews, they play hardcore. So my honest suggestion is get the feel of the game first. Get some friends that you're comfortable with, or, people that you meet online that you're comfortable playing with. Then start looking for a crew. I personally wouldn't recommend, if you're under prestige 3, I wouldn't start looking for a crew. I would wait till you have at least 2 characters, prestige 3 or more, before you start looking to join a crew. Because like I said, it's just the fact that a lot of people have strict requirements. They do play hardcore and competitive. And like I said, guys, this is a fantasy sports title, so the stuff you see in here can get pretty crazy, and this game does take a decent amount of skill. You guys can tell it's art style. A lot of wacky stuff goes on. These characters do have some crazy moves. You can see some of the wildest things. I kid you guys not. There are some people in here who are that good with their centers who can nearly sink 3-point shots like nothing. You will see some crazy stuff in 3on3 Freestyle just because of the amount of customization and everything that this game gives you. So trust me on that, guys. Before you join a crew, you're gonna want to just get seasoned to the game a bit. And I personally recommend, honestly, getting used to playing it with people that instead of trying to do things with randoms. Anyone that plays a lot of 3on3 Freestyle or Freestyle 2, they're always going to tell you it's better to play with people that instead of random players. That's just how it is. Even with a crew, honestly, for crews, if you have the people willing to play, start your own crew. That's my honest recommendation. Like, play with people that you're comfortable with, that you can adapt to it. Jumping in this game with randoms just always, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of times where it works out. I've met some great random players, but there's just a majority of the time it's not the best thing in the world. Trust me on that, guys. But anyway, guys, if y'all want to see more videos on 3on3 Freestyle, more guides, smash that thumbs up button for me. And I want to thank you all so much for watching. It's your boy Tanek127, and please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Till next time, peace out, take care. 見てきた君は今